problems plaguing the federal government's procurement process. This week we heard baffling testimony from contractors behind the now notorious ArriveCan app, who took home millions in taxpayer dollars. But concerns around the government's procurement process extend far beyond that single case. Abigail Beeman explains.
Do you think Canadians got value for their money for the ArriveCan scam?
We were asked to do a job for a price, and we did it.
That price, $59 million according to the Auditor General, is just not acceptable to many Canadians. Nor was the testimony of the two people behind the biggest ArriveCan contract.
I felt like the application was a success.
It all raises bigger questions about procurement problems with other questionable examples. A Global News investigation found big issues with COVID rapid tests, including the government picking more expensive tests imported from overseas over tests manufactured in Canada. And this week we learned the Office of the Auditor General fired 2 employees and is investigating a third for having undisclosed side contracts with the government.
If there's a solution that's needed quickly, then it's always the point of least resistance is to use an existing contract versus doing a new RFP.
As a former public servant, I'm embarrassed.
Alan Williams says it's not supposed to be about the path of least resistance. Federal rules make it clear you need fair and transparent competition. And he would know, as a former assistant deputy minister who managed procurement for more than $8 billion in acquisitions.
The values and ethics have to inculcate into the department from the top, telling their staff, we are responsible for the integrity of the process, do your due diligence, and make sure taxpayer money is being spent correctly. That didn't happen. The lack of oversight is obvious.
It's definitely broader than just ArriveCan, and that's what's got us so worried.
Laura Chang of the tech nonprofit Code for Canada says the government needs to be more agile and flexible in tech procurement and build up the right expertise within government, even though she says outsourcing is still sometimes necessary.
What we really need is a redesign of the system. What does a modern digital procurement system look like, and how can we ensure that it's going to yield the outcomes that are necessary for a modern digital government in Canada?
There are still so many questions swirling around ArriveCan and investigations underway, including by the RCMP and a new investigation by the Privacy Commissioner. Abigail Beeman, Global News, Ottawa.